The upcoming release of WWE 2K22 could potentially be the most important WWE video game release of all time. Following the disaster that was 2K21, faith in the WWE 2K brand has never been lower, meaning that 2K must ensure that 2K22 is a true powerhouse of a game and it fixes every single issue that fans had with the prior release. This will no doubt be a challenge due to the sheer amount of problems that the prior release had, but it's achievable. Patrick Gilmore, who is the executive producer of the game, revealed on an AMA on Reddit last summer that there will be a huge focus on ensuring that 2K gets the game right and delivers a game that satisfies fans and restores faith in the 2K and WWE relationship. But what do we know about the game so far? Well, join us now as Wrestlegamia looks at 10 things we now know about WWE 2K22. Well, thus far. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you're the first to know when a video is released. Number 10. The game will take inspiration from classic WWE releases such as No Mercy. Patrick Gilmore revealed that the next installment of the WWE 2K series will take a big inspiration from prior wrestling games such as WWF No Mercy and SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. Notably, these two games are some of the most acclaimed and beloved wrestling games of all time, so this is a huge claim on behalf of Gilmore, and it's unlikely he's going to compare the 2K22 release to these classic games if the release wasn't looking great. He noted that the 2K22 release will combine the best of the classic games such as No Mercy and Here Comes the Pain and combine them with the best ideas of newer WWE game releases to create the best game possible for players. Number 9. The return of GM mode is possible. GM mode was one of the most popular elements of the SmackDown vs. Raw series. Fans have been demanding it back ever since it was removed from the game in 2009, and it is yet to reappear in any capacity in any 2K release. Gilmore would reveal that there are some top minds debating whether to bring back GM mode for the 2K22 release. He noted that they don't want to release a carbon copy of the acclaimed GM mode that was in previous games, but he mentioned that if there was something new to offer players, then the return of GM mode in some capacity was an option they had. Number 8. New match types will be included in the game. Since 2K took over the rights to release WWE games, gamers and WWE fans have been eager to see new match types released into the games. Matches such as Inferno matches and I Quit matches have all been popular requests. With new matches debuting in WWE in the year 2020 such as the Boneyard match and Firefly Funhouse match, as well as the Firefly Inferno match, fans are also eager to see these debut in 2K22. Gilmore revealed that one of the feedback groups revolved around new match types that should be introduced into the game, and this would be something that players would see come into fruition in 2K22. However, what these new match types will be is yet to be known. Number 7. Controls will be drastically different. And one of the biggest criticisms of 2K20 was that the controls were confusing, and this turned a lot of people off. Gilmore would reveal that moving forward, the controls will be less centered around pushing random buttons and more focused on specific players' strategy depending on what match type they were in. He informed players that they should expect gameplay to be a complete overhaul and they can focus on pure strategy rather than a complicated user interface. Number 6. Hair will be a huge focus in the game. One of the common complaints in relation to the graphics of 2K20 was that the hair renders on almost every superstar looked terrible. They were recycled and failed to sync with the wrestlers' body movements, leading to some hilarious glitches, this one involving Bianca Belair's ponytail being the most infamous. Now 2K has admitted that the hair models in the last few installments haven't been the best, and they'll be putting a lot of effort into it to ensure that the hair is never a complaint again. It's common knowledge that 2K have been reusing the same hair models for almost 10 years now, so new models are certainly needed to streamline the game. Number 5. Superstars will look better than ever. The graphics and renders in 2K20 were so bad that certain screenshots of the game would turn into memes that mocked the game for just how poorly executed everything was. However, 2K have noted that the graphics of Superstars will be better than ever and will look almost identical to how they look on WWE television every week. Patrick Gilmore added that 2K wants a more authentic user experience for 2K22, which will bring gameplay closer to what WWE actually is. Number 4. Live service updates. Now, in the ever-changing world of WWE, things can change on a weekly basis. Wrestlers could have new gimmicks, new looks, new stats, depending on their power rankings, and these are all something that are just outdated even just after a week of the game's release. However, 2K have noted to remedy this problem by bringing out live updates. In a tweet, a user asked Patrick Gilmore for 2K22 to please consider recurring updates to Superstar overalls to reflect current product. Patrick Gilmore actually replied to the user saying, "We are working on a live service strategy and will explore OVR updates. Thanks for the idea." Now, with the possibility of live updates, this could be one of the best features to ensure that the game is constantly updated. Now, we know they're not going to go so far as to adding new wrestlers for free, as what would be the point in DLC or any future WWE games. But something as simple as keeping a superstar's overalls updated could be a big game changer in the series. Number 3. Improved commentary and crowd. One of the criticisms of WWE games is that the commentary is always completely flat. It goes without saying that commentary for a wrestling game is very hard to achieve, as the announcers can only pre-record so many lines, so there can't be possibly a line for everything that may occur in the game. Nevertheless, Gilmore wants WWE 2K22 to move away from the broadcast style of commentary on prior releases and introduce a more organic representation. How they plan to achieve this is unclear, but it's great to see that the commentary issue is something that they're looking at. In relation to the crowd, Gilmore revealed that 2K plans to release new character models for the crowd, which offer a more authentic response in each particular match. Now, considering that the current WWE product doesn't even have a crowd, we'd love to see an inclusion of a Thunderdome arena, one where virtual fans are placed like on television. No, we don't want every arena to be like that, but just to have that option would be cool. Number 2. Importing your own music may be an option. One of the most popular requests from gamers is for them to be able to load their own music into the game. For instance, players would like to upload music from their Spotify account and use it for superstars as entrances. However, this creates problems due to legal rights, meaning that if someone uploaded a Rolling Stones song for John Cena's entrance music, the legal ramifications of this for 2K could be huge. Therefore, it's impossible for 2K to allow this in any capacity. Nevertheless, 2K were exploring the idea of allowing players to use custom music on the menu and load screens, but they have noted that this is a challenge and can't promise this feature will be in 2K22. And number 1, releases on the PS5 and Xbox Series X are not guaranteed. Now, if you recall back when 2K15 was released, 2K struggled to make a game that worked well on the newer consoles such as the PS4 and Xbox One, that worked well on previous consoles such as the PS3 and Xbox 360. This resulted in fans losing a lot of features they expected to be getting in the game, and they felt hard done by as a result. Now, Gilmore revealed during the AMA that 2K22 may not be released on the PS5 or Xbox if they can't guarantee that the user experience will be as good as it will be on other platforms. No doubt this will be a huge blow for gamers if 2K22 doesn't actually release on current-gen consoles, and it would already create a bad public perception of the game if 2K couldn't get a game set to be revealed in late 2021 ready for the new consoles when they've had 2 years to get the game ready. But there you have it, folks. 10 things we know about 2K22 so far. If you could implement only one thing in the game, what would it be? Let us know in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling video game content.